Well, hello, my YouTube friends. So, in a recent video, one of my friends said, a steady drip fills a bucket, and there's a lot of wisdom in that statement. Of course, it's an analogy, but it rings true. Um, a person can save up money a little at a time. A steady drip fills the bank account, right? So you don't have to always go to the bank and pull out 500 and then stash that 500. Sometimes you can just stash 10 or 20 when at the end of the day and you got that little bit of extra money in your wallet, and or you have enough money, you don't have to spend it, you put that away and you sit on it, and little by little, you don't have to save up with $100 bills. You can save up smaller bills and meet your goals a little at a time, over time. And so I've been doing that. I'm trying to meet a number of goals. So, and there was a question about the quarters, and they belonged to a friend of mine, and he inherited them, and we didn't end up going to buying a table at the coin show last year. And so we were talking lately, and I hadn't seen him in a while, and so we were talking, and so he told me about these quarters, and I looked at them, and I told him, you might as well convert those into precious metals. I mean, if you're just sitting on them, and holding them for a future date, then they're just going to get ate up by inflation. And so I offered to help him with that. And that was why I gave him the gold and silver. Of course, I didn't realize that there was 112 of them. We thought there were just 56, but I did pay him. I did give him another 1/10 eagle and some silver. He said, thank you for being honest, because when we made the deal, neither one of us knew that there was 2 layers in each of those boxes. Of course, I was never going to steal from him. I was never going to do that. So I went to the coin shop today, and they said exactly what I thought they were going to say. They said, get out of here with those coins and come back when you have cash. More or less, that's what they said. So I went to the bank, and they were very helpful. They were quite helpful, and I went in and first asked, and he was like, yeah, well, however many quarters you got, bring them in. And so when they looked at them, I guess, they were happy that they were like mint rolls, and they didn't have to inspect every single one and all that sort of stuff. So, but I brought in one. So you can see on this right here, there's a transaction, a deposit, $560 to my checking, and that was one box. And then, and they said, no, you can't just leave that here and go get the other box. We'll finish this transaction and then go out and bring in your other box. So I had 2 boxes, 2 transactions of $560 each. Now, that's my current balance. Okay, I'm not rich. The first of the month is coming up, and a good portion of that's going to get, it's already earmarked for another purposes to pay other bills. And I'm going to spend part of it right now. So you guys have seen me do this before. We're going to do it again, and I'll have to...
Welcome to City Simplicity. This call may be monitored or recorded. You are now in our speech-enabled system. To access our touch phone system, press ** at any time. Para español, diga español. Here are some highlights about your account. You can say skip. Your current balance is $454.35, not including some pending charges. Your minimum payment of $20 is due on May 3rd. If you want more details, say more details. Or to repeat this information, say repeat.
Make a payment.
Now, are you calling to make a payment?
Yes.
Payments are processed in accordance with the payment by phone terms payments you've made. Would you like to use a previously stored checking account? You can say yes or no.
Yes.
For security purposes, payments scheduled for today prior to 5 p.m. Eastern Time can be changed or canceled by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Based on your payment history, you are authorizing a one-time electronic... No. To hear that again, say repeat that.
No.
Which of the following would you like to change? You can say the amount, checking account number, routing number, or payment date. If you'd like to pay with your debit card, say debit card.
Amount.
Also say the balance of your last statement was $428.36. The minimum payment due is $20. Now, please choose one of the following payment amounts: minimum payment, last statement balance, current balance, or different amount.
Current balance.
Okay. Just to confirm, you are authorizing a one-time electronic payment for today for your current balance of $454.35, or no. To hear that again, say repeat that.
Yes.
You're all set. The confirmation is now $6,665, of which $0 may be used for cash advances. It typically takes up to 2 business days for the payment to be deducted from your bank account. To hear that information again,
No, we don't want to hear that information again. But what we do want to do is make another phone call.
welcome to Bank of America. This call may be recorded. Para servicio en español, marque 9. To get started, say or enter the last 4 digits of either your account number. Thank you. As of today, April 28th, your current balance is $2,685.72. Currently, your available credit is $19,314.28. Of this total, the amount available for bank cash advances is $4,500. As of your last statement, you have 0 points available. In a few words, please tell me what you're calling about.
Make a payment.
Okay, make a payment. Your statement balance is $2,685.72, and total minimum payment due is $26. How much would you like to pay?
$650.
That's $650.00. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
So let's confirm everything. You, the cardholder on April 28th, authorized Bank of America to debit a one-time payment in the amount of $625 and credit your account number ending. For payment inquiries, you may call us at 800-421-2110. To authorize this payment without changes, say pay it.
Pay it.
You want to go ahead and pay it. Is that right?
Yes.
You're all set. Your payment will be processed today. However, it may take up to 2 business days before this will be reflected in the updated balance of your account. Your tracking number. If you're finished, you can just hang up.
Okay, so that was 2 payments of about $1,100. So I feel better about that. Cut down my credit card balances. I didn't end up getting any gold. In fact, I have less metals now because I paid for those quarters with metals, but I also have less debt. So, like I said, I'm not rich. I'm just going to keep saving, keep doing the best that an ordinary man can. That's the only answer. So, all right, my friends, you have a nice day.